Friday Night Football.
Ooh, there is nothing quite like the bright lights of Friday Night Football, a stage unlike any other in high school athletics. And this is a show unlike any other in the Chattanooga area. And welcome to Friday Night Football 2024. We promise you a bigger and better show this fall. And most importantly, we're just happy to be back together. And we mean that more than ever tonight because, what's that, sorry? We have a delay to the show. There's actually been another lightning strike, so we're going to see you again in 30 minutes. Wait, no. Mother Nature does not run this show. We do. And believe it or not, we found football tonight. So let's get to it.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week, sponsored by Warren & Griffin, your local five-star law firm, supporting high school football for decades. We don't just put up billboards, we put down roots.
For the first time since 2021, our Game of the Week is at the Creek, Kahala Creek, hosting Northwest Whitfield to kick off the season. At least it was at the Creek until they, of course, postponed their game until tomorrow. Not before Samantha Casano was able to catch up with the team to talk about waiting just a bit longer.
We've waited 9 months for the high school football season to begin, and now we're going to have to wait a few hours longer for our Friday Night Football Week 1 Game of the Week. Northwest Whitfield visiting Kahala Creek, a non-region rivalry matchup. The players were so excited to finally kick off. Unfortunately, they're going to have to wait.
It's a little frustrating, we're big-time rivals. We don't like each other, but, it's worth the wait. We'll see them tomorrow, and we're gonna have to reset tomorrow morning and lock back in and go back out there and give it our all.
That's the message we had to tell to our kids. We say it all the time, control what you can control, and this is out of our control. So we'll go get some rest tonight, eat a good breakfast in the morning, get ready to roll early.
Of course, everybody likes Friday nights better than any other time. I think I've been a part of 2 postponements in my coaching career, so it's not that regular. But at the end of the day, we're kicking off tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and the boys better come ready to play.
So Coach said that you guys were listening to music, waiting for this. What kind of music do you listen to?
We're listening to some rock, having a good time in there, just trying to keep the good vibes up, just having fun.
We were in that game day mindset, the pep rallies and everything today, but we're just going to have to wake up tomorrow and just get ready, and we're gonna have to stay in that mindset. And we can't just let this get in the way. It's the little things like this. It's inconvenient, but we're just gonna have to deal with it.
Trying to keep our kids from being too high to the point where they were not going to come out here and be real flat, and keeping them calm, because everybody wants to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on because we're just a victim of the circumstances.
At the end of the day, we spend so much time together. It's like hanging out with your family anyway.
We're used to getting up early coming from the summers, so I think we'll be okay. We'll be fine.
This game is rescheduled to Saturday morning at 11 a.m. We'll have full highlights and post-game reaction on our Saturday shows. For now, at Kahala Creek High School, Samantha Casano, Local 3 Sports.
And as it turns out, that wasn't the only big-time game in Dalton tonight. The Catamounts, whose schedule this season is tougher than a $2 steak, welcoming the North Murray Mountaineers. But being that game was in Dalton, too, well, you guys are smart. No, they didn't play either, but we did get some scenes from the field, as you saw here. And yeah, it's probably raining down there in Dalton, I imagine, huh? And Harmon Field doesn't look so bad. At least it's, the drainage system there doesn't look too bad. And shout out to our photographer, Ian Gonzalez, who manned a little bit of the rain, got the GoPro going on the old car there. But some fans are going to have to wait till tomorrow. So let's kick it to the scoreboard here, or at least somewhat of a scoreboard. Hey, at least they played some football tonight at Creekview. Calhoun's down 10. They're in the second quarter, and they just resumed this game 10 minutes ago. I'm not kidding. Awesome stuff. Christian Heritage and Heritage will try again tomorrow night at 7:30 at Heritage High School, and Gordon Central and Southeast Whitfield aren't waiting until the evening. They're doing this thing at noon tomorrow. So not what you want to see fully from a scoreboard, but at least we got you covered on some rescheduled times.
Here's your pick for the Friday Night Football Play of the Week, brought to you by Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. We keep players in the game.
And listen, just because this is week 1 doesn't mean we don't have a play of the week. Signal Mountain dipping into their bag of tricks in a scrimmage. Garrett Wilson on the halfback pass to J.B. Zimmerman, who makes a great adjustment to haul in the TD. And I was at the Jamboree too. So John Madden's passed away, RIP, and he used to do the telestrator thing. So we're going to call this the Bebo Strader, and we'll see if it catches on. So I'm going to show you a little bit why this play works so well. You see here, it's a halfback pass, right? And so when that happens there is obviously it's a halfback pass. So you have him over here. This is your guy. And so these guys, they're coming hard because they think this is a run, and the guys behind them as well also think it's a run. So they bring everybody up, and he says, you know what? I'm just kidding. You know why? Because I'm actually going to throw the ball. I'm not just a runner. I could throw it, and that's what makes it so cool. So you got to see here, J.P. Zimmerman actually does a fantastic job because he has to move his body, adjust to the ball, which he does. High points the ball right there. Look, he's off the ground by a big margin too. He's gone. He's gone. Plenty of room right there in between in the end zone. And you know what? Shout out the ref too. You know why? Because look where his eyes are. Peeled. Making sure he catches the ball, making sure his feet is in. You only need one leg in, at least in high school. And you know what? That makes for a happy play. So let's just give it a smiley face. Bebo Strader. We'll try that again next week, right? And we'll have more Friday Night Football after the break.
Cheer on with the Friday Night Football Cheerleaders of the Week, sponsored by FMO Furniture, Chattanooga's newest family-owned furniture store.
Go on, Red, go on! Go on, Red, go on! Red, go on! Red, go on! Go on, Red, go on! Go on, Red, go on! Go on, Red, go on! Red, go on! Red, go on!
Okay, I know what you're thinking. The game of the week was moved. You showed us rain at Dalton. Sweet. But I thought this was a high school football highlight show. It is. And we did find some games being played. Turns out Somerville had no problem waiting it out as Chattooga and Lafette kicked off a little before 9 tonight. Welcome to the light show. I mean, everything's lit at the light show. Let's play some football, shall we? This got me pumped up. It's about time. Collis Finley receiving for the Ramblers. When you know what, he just may be Moses because look at him part that Red Sea. Finley, been waiting that long in the locker room. too long. He almost takes the opening kickback for a score for the first time this year. Special teams matter, people. The Indians gonna block the field goal, and that's going the other way, and their offense is ready to roll. They march right down the field, and it's Zayden Cook who does the honors. Chattooga gonna take the lead, turning a blocked field goal into 6 points, and it's all in the name, people. Let Cook cook. This kid faster than the Lightning tonight. Going to strip the ball from the QB on defense. Indians, well, they're all over it, and they're going to be in business, too. Quarterback Corey Gibson's going to shake and bake for the Indians on offense, and he's not going to go down. Indians strike again. Chattooga, well, they're up 23-0 in the second half as they look to finish off a Week 1 win over Lafayette. Ridgeland paying a visit to LFO. This game kicked off at 9:45. Panthers start this game off with a bang. Caleb Underwood, One Nation Underwood, takes the opening kickoff back, and he doesn't stop short of the end zone. He goes all the way to the end zone, 98 yards, as Ridgeland takes a 7-0 lead. Warriors tie it up later on. Darian Chief Keith hands it off to Tamoris Johnson, who punches it in. Tie ball game. LFO ends up adding a field goal before the half. They lead 10-9 right now. And let's rewind to last night, shall we? Our true kickoff game of the season as Dade County played host to Ringgold at Magic Morgan Stadium. First quarter, Garrett Edgar back to pass, and Ringgold, look at this tight window. He fits it in. Taylor Pierce, welcome to the end zone, buddy. 7-0 Tigers. Ringgold feeling it on both sides of the ball. A Bryson Schrader pass is picked off by Cole Runyon. Well, he had a pick in the Jamboree last week, and he has one in Week 1 as well. Actually, he had 3 in Week 1. Tigers would get a field goal out of it. It's 10-0. But here comes Dade County. Listen, it's one thing to be good, another to be in the right place at the right time. Take Demetrius Walker, for example. He'll take touchdowns like this all season long. It's 13-6 at the break. Third quarter, Dade County hanging around on the doorstep. It's QB keeper Schrader. He loses the ball, but the ref says he broke the plane. It's a 16-13 ball game. Just when you thought the Wolverines were doing this thing, the Ringgold defense strikes. We got a fumble, and we have a Ringgold recovery. Freshman Brody Raby would step in for an injured Edgar, a QB, and he didn't waste any time getting the ball into the hands of this playmaker, and he is the playmaker. There are a few people in the area that get separation like Deshaun Taylor, and he gone. Ringgold, a bit shaky, but a Week 1 win is a Week 1 win as they go on the road to beat Dade County 23-13 Thursday night as a freshman steps up for them under center.
The kid's a ball player. That's something you can't coach. He's just got it. But I got a feeling in the future when he gets older that there'll be a lot more touchdowns off that.
That was outstanding. It was a beautiful route. I mean, as a QB standpoint, it's so nice to have a receiver like that.
It was great. I was waiting on the play. I've been waiting all day for it. Coach finally called it, and I just had to do what I usually do. You know, everybody has a lot of doubt on us. I don't know what for a reason, but I'm looking for a state championship this year, playoff, everything.
How about the freshman Brody Raby stepping up in his first high school varsity game, and the Tigers defense setting the tone with 6 takeaways. The Tigers head to Murray County next week for a region game in Week 2, too, while the Wolverines will play host to Tryon. And it wasn't a fun sight down in Tryon. If you know, there were a lot of folks leaving this game because there were a lot of folks that were there at the game. And if you got to tell, once that rain moved out, it really wasn't that bad, but the Lightning would not give. They'll try again tomorrow on Bulldog Boulevard in Murray County. They're opening till with Towns County. We'll have to wait until noon tomorrow. And like you saw in the video just now, they did not play football in Tryon as the Bulldogs and Gordon Lee will try again on Saturday. They're committed to the night game, though, as they'll kick off at 7.
It's time to catch all the fun on the Friday Night Football Fan Cam.
Well, we didn't have any football tonight at the Creek, but it didn't stop the fans from coming out. This may not be your typical fan cam with no game, but it's certainly fan cam nonetheless.
We ask that you please return to your cars during this delay as the threat of lightning is still present.
Watch me go. Good cheese coming up. There we go.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Band of the Week with Greg Glover, sponsored by Armor Exteriors, your locally owned, not locally franchised exterior remodeling experts.
Oh, sorry. Old habits die hard, I guess. It's that time of year, and I couldn't resist trying out all the new technology and bring out some classics like this. We start Band of the Week in North Georgia, the RMTB, showing off their versatility. We do Verdi, and then we do the Commodores. Yes, so get ready for Requiem, followed by Brick House, the Ringgold Marching Tiger Band, your Band of the Week.
Like the Commodores on a Friday night, baby. It's no secret we wanted this week to be all about Georgia because it really fell into our lap. They started the regular season and the rest didn't. Well, it turns out we needed Tennessee tonight because even though they were just mini scrimmages, at least they were playing some football, and you're probably thinking, hey, it didn't look too bad at Findlay. Well, it wasn't, to be honest, but there were still plenty of delays. The Marion County Cheer Squad didn't care. They waited all week for this. Shout out to them as the Warriors battle Red Bank in the Jamboree. This may be my favorite play of the night, and you may think why, but look at these dudes. Swarming to the football, just excited to hit someone from another team. Helmet goes flying. Whole Red Bank defense is celebrating. Football's back, baby. Now, Red Bank really had a reason to celebrate. Look at this pump fake from Logan McGinnis. Hook, line, sinker, right into the hands of Caden Lovelace, and there is no one catching Lovelace. Beautiful execution by the Red Bank Lions. Sound that train horn. But now it's Marion County's turn. Tilton Pickett on the move, and this Pickett drops it in a bucket to Zayden Humphrey. Incredible throw, amazing catch. Warriors on the move. Then they pull the perfect play, getting everyone to go right. This is where we need the Bebo straighter. And then just throw it back left, and Braden Kaufeld doesn't look like a guy you want to square up with when he's running downhill. Chase Tillman says, bet. He knocks it loose. That's Lions football. But the Marion defense showing out now. Look at this penetration by Ashton Martin. Not to be confused with the car. Throwing up the Shark, too, afterwards. Marion Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Marion Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Marion Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Marion Shark. No, I'm done. I'm not going to do that to you. Nice to see some football being played tonight, especially down at Findlay.
It's great because you get to do some things you normally wouldn't do in practice, and you get to practice it before you do it when you come out here and get under the lights at Findlay and in this environment and the communities here. And you got communities from all over the Chattanooga area here, so you know it's an opportunity for people to see teams they may not normally see.
It's just a great atmosphere here. It's an opportunity to get a chance to play in a college stadium, and then it makes it even more worthwhile because we play our state championship here now. So our guys, the goal is always to start the season here and end here, and so here we are.
These two teams are going to be very good this season. Looking forward to seeing how they do, and we're looking forward to seeing teams from the Volunteer State join the regular season next week. Now, there is nothing that brings me greater joy than doing this show. They say you should leave life at work, but this isn't work. Denny Rojas says ball is life, and it truly is. Our first FNF show in the new stew, and we say it's only going to get better. Because it is, because we only had one state playing regular season ball tonight. Next week, Alabama, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, everybody.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City and Sonic Drive-Ins. We thank our local Food City for subs to feed our Friday Night Football crew. Get your